What is up, dudes and lady dudes? Welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we've got a little more Yu-Gi-Oh news to go over. A couple new cards revealed as OCG V-Jump subscription promos, which is pretty cool. So a couple things there, and then a new another promo, separate promo revealed art-wise, but it has some interesting hints to go with it, even though we don't know its full effects. But regardless, still interesting to look at. But we're going to start here with some reptile support, which is actually really cool. So moving this out of the way. Starting off with our first card here, we have Dark Alligator. This is a dark reptile effect monster. It's level 8, 2500 attack, 2300 defense, so kind of beefy. You contribute some of this card by attributing one reptile monster. Okay. First effect, sorry, it's two effects. Does it even say either once per turn? No, I don't think so. When this card is tribute summoned, you can special summon Alligator tokens. They'll be Reptile Dark, level 1, attack 2000, defense 0 tokens, up to the number of reptile monsters tributed for this card's tribute summon. And the second effect, if this card is tribute summoned, if this tribute summoned card is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect while in its owner's monster zone, you can add one reptile monster from your deck to your hand, except for another copy of Dark Alligator. So this card's not so good. I mean, like, it would have been interesting had it come out 10 years ago. Maybe it would have been interesting. Yeah, it needs tribute summon. Like, that's so bad. It means essentially you're going to have to get a reptile, at least one reptile on field without your normal summon. I don't even know how well they can even attempt to do that in most of any of their archetypes. But yeah, like, the tokens are theoretically interesting. I like that the tokens are 2000 attack, which is actually kind of nice. But they're just beaters. Like, that's all this card does, is set up beaters. And yeah, its float is cool too, but one, it has to be tribute summoned to even have this effect, like this float effect, alive. And two, it's only on destruction. So, like, there's a lot of ways for people to bypass that and not give you that search. And reptiles don't have the best search targets off of this effect anyway. So for me, this card is definitely underwhelming. Not going to do too much for reptiles. Moving on here, we have Reptia Egg, another Earth reptile. Well, the last one was dark, but another reptile. It's level 1 with 0/0, as we've seen eggs like to do. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect, cannot be destroyed by battle. Okay, nice little battle protection, nothing crazy. It's 0/0, so battle protection is definitely a nice little help there. Second effect, during your next standby phase after this card was normal summoned, you contribute it to special summon up to 3 level 4 or lower reptile or rock monsters from your hand or deck. But if you summon 2 or more monsters with this effect, they must have the same exact name, but banish them during the end phase. Okay, so this is another one where, like, it's close to being interesting, but I just think it's, like, never going to see the light of day. First effect, like, by the battle protection, fine. Like, this card wants to just survive until your next standby phase, so I guess that battle protection could be nice as long as you can protect him from any other removal. He may help you out. He may be interesting. One, he has to be normal summoned to get his effect. That's already terrible. You can't 1-for-1 him out. You can't, special him with some other cool effect. No, you have to normal summon him. And second, and then, like, its effect is special summon up to 3 reptiles or rocks. If you're summoning more than one, they have to have the exact name, which means they're not getting multiple effects popping off. I mean, like, something interesting would be like Adamantipator, if theoretically you could just go, oh, let me summon a researcher, an analyzer, and a seeker. No, you can't do that and then just pop off their effects to just get a ton of excavations. No, you'd have to pick one. You just get 3 researcher, you just get 3 seeker, whatever, or 3 of a reptile. It doesn't matter, but you're only going to get, they have hard ones return effects, you're only going to get 1 of those effects. So kind of lame there. I mean, it is still a +2 by nature, but it's just so incredibly slow. Waiting till your next standby phase is really bad. And so I think this card, again, is never going to see the light of day, just like Dark Alligator, unfortunately. Now we move to our third new promo card. This is Samsara Dragon. He's a level 1 light dragon with 0/0, and his second effect is a hard once per turn. First effect, this card can be treated as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a dragon monster. Fine. I don't think that'll come up very often outside of, like, very specific decks you're playing this in. Second effect, though, the interesting one, you can banish this card from your graveyard to target a level 5 or higher dragon in your graveyard as cost, add it to your hand, then immediately after this effect resolves, you can tribute summon it. Okay, so this effect's actually pretty interesting. It's just like a recursion card. I don't think it's like overly busted, but this is one of those cards where I look at it and I'm like, this could be like a really niche card in a specific combo in a specific dragon based deck. Something like attempting to loop Chaos Dragon Levianeer multiple times in a turn. Like he's in grave, you already used him once, linked him off or whatever, and then you used this to get it back to hand, and then you do him again and just kind of like, you know, loop Chaos Dragon, because I don't believe it's once per turn. I might be wrong on that, but anything like that. It doesn't even have to be specifically him. Any dragon that's kind of like that, you just kind of do it, add them back. Maybe they're not once per turn on their summoning conditions, and you do it again. Like if Red Eyes MD, I wonder if his summoning effect is a hard once per turn, but it now is his summon from grave effect is a hard once per turn, so I guess that's not, you don't want to loop him anyway. But that would have been definitely a really strong option with this card, is Red Eyes MD, just being able to use him, link him off, add him back, summon him again, summon another monster back, and then just like keep looping him. That could have been nasty, but obviously the errata kind of throws that out. But I still think there could be some interesting niche plays here, adding back certain cards. Maybe Dragoonities, they play some higher level dragons or something, or putting maybe your synchros back into your deck, because I think this might be able to work with that. I don't know, just something interesting could come up in like random specific combos. And the last card we have here is like a new, I believe, Winged Beast monster. What is its name? Its name is Caulathorium, the super heavy shining soarer. His artwork's pretty cool. I mean, like, yeah, I dig it. I guess like the super heavy is like he kind of has like some metal, like Skarmory-esque vibes to him. He's like a big metal bird. I'm into it. But a couple interesting notes they put here. Blah blah blah. Unleash it. One of the quotes from the release of this card's artwork was, "Unleash its feral instincts. It fits into Beast, Beast Warrior, and Winged Beast decks. It synergizes well with the structure deck Dragoonity Drive R, according to VJump." So that's really interesting to me. I'm really curious what this does. Whenever I see an effect like that, it really makes me go, maybe it could be kind of like like an in-archetype Armageddon Knight, you know what I mean? Like Foolish is a Beast Warrior, Winged Beast, or I don't think it can generically add. You can't have a generic monster like that, right? I'm curious to see what it does, though. I really am. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's unique and not just like too lame. But I still think these are 3 decks that are really interesting. It's also a Winged Beast, so like specifically Winged Beasts to me are interesting because maybe it's like randomly like really nice Harpy support or Samorg support. You know what I mean? Those random like Winged Beast decks. Maybe it's like specifically better with them because they can actually make like better use out of it. So yeah, pretty interesting. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else on this card, but it's really cool. Of course, I'm going to keep you updated on this card's effects. Usually we get the art, and then like a couple weeks later, we'll get the actual effect. So I will keep you up to date on that with the video when that drops. And that's pretty much it for me today, guys. Of course, let me know your thoughts down below. If you think these Reptile cards are better than I think, or if you think this card, I think it could be good in like really niche combos, but outside of that, I don't see it having too much utility. Obviously, let me know if you think I'm wrong there. And I guess also let me know, what do you wish this card could do? If it helps either of these 3, Beast, Beast Warriors, or Winged Beast, what specifically do you wish this card would do to help those out? What are your ideas there? So, but that's going to do it for me here today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet and you want to see more stuff from me. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.